Hi, everybody. Joe Chaffee here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes on this Saturday, the 10th of June, brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York. They've got the best prices anywhere. You can make your home look terrific with mulch, topsoil, and sand, and anything else you need. 631-756-1125 is the phone number. The website, omnitruevalue.com. And our affiliate, Tempest by Weatherflow. Get the revolutionary Tempest weather system, and you can join the fastest growing observing weather network on the planet. It's easy to install. You get this data right on your phone, and it makes a great Father's Day gift. The referral link is on the descriptor to this video. And if you use the coupon code Joe and Joe Weather Show, you get 10% off. So let's start off with what's going on today. And we've got weak high pressure along the East Coast. The next weather front that's not going to really get to here until Monday is starting to set up in the upper Midwestern plains. There's cool Canadian air in the northern plains. And there isn't much in the way of smoke today. We've got the break, the same northerly and northwest flow that brought down smoke, at least for now, has put us in a zone where there isn't much. And that's good. But I just want to point out, if you look up in Canada around Hudson Bay, there's another plume there that is moving east and south. There's also some smoke back up in Quebec that's backing southwestward. Looks like some of that's thinning out as it's coming southward. So it's kind of tough to tell whether we're going to get smoke into the smoke again. We probably will, but in terms of the intensity of it, it's a little tougher to say. Meanwhile, you can see on the northeast view that, yeah, these are clouds up in northern New England and upstate New York, moving northwest to southeast, but that milky white is much less. It's not completely gone, but it is much less. There's a bit of a heavier concentration of it further south into Virginia and North Carolina and also parts of West Virginia. But for eastern Pennsylvania to southern New England today, it looks like we're in a pretty good place. There's some scattered shower activity going on up in northern New England, also in a few places in upstate New York. And yeah, I left in the chance that there could be an isolated shower or maybe even a thunderstorm late this afternoon or this evening. But I think the vast majority of you are not going to see anything, and you can enjoy a day that's going to have sunshine with temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s. And as long as we don't get one of those pop-ups, the Belmont Stakes goes off today with no weather hitches and smoke not being a factor either. So that's also a good thing. We've got showers and storms in Oklahoma and Arkansas going back up into the northwestern parts of the plains and into the Rockies. Again, much of that's going to stay away until we get to later on Monday when the next storm system arrives. The Storm Prediction Center today has an enhanced risk of severe weather in northeast Texas and northwest Louisiana and a small portion of southern Arkansas. And that comes with a 2 to 5% tornado risk. And you can see the marginal risk goes all the way back up into Kansas and parts of Nebraska for isolated severe thunderstorms there. As we look ahead to tomorrow, it shifts eastward, slight risk into the let's say the northern part of the lower Mississippi Valley into the Tennessee Valley, where we've got slight risk, and that also comes with a low 2% tornado risk. If you want to call that low. And there's general thunderstorm activity up along the Appalachians into the interior areas of New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, but nothing for the coast. Should be nice and dry for tomorrow along coastal areas. And then as we move on into Monday, this is where we start to see some severe weather risk creeping up the eastern seaboard with the next cold front. And the Storm Prediction Center has a marginal risk up into southern New Jersey, down the Delmarva Peninsula through Virginia, the Carolinas, and into Georgia, and then west back into Texas. So marginal means a chance that there could be an isolated severe thunderstorm. Now, with all the talk of smoke, we have not really spent a whole lot of time talking about the fact that it's becoming unusually dry, and some areas in Pennsylvania and western New Jersey are maybe a little bit beyond western and southern New Jersey, maybe a little bit beyond just unusually dry. We do see, well, let's say quarter to a half inch as you go south of New York City, and 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a half as you go up north up into New England. Over the next 7 days, we could see some sizable rainfalls of 3 to 5 inches or more across the deep south. And here, too, there hasn't been a whole lot in the way of widespread rainfall. So it is a bit dry, not unusually dry, but it is a bit dry here in the south. And there we could see some significant rains there. Also, we continue to see significant rains through the central plains up through the northern Rockies on the order of 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a half. So weather systems are now moving along because as we look back on Wednesday, we had an upper low in New Brunswick that stretched out and moved back into New England. Now it is going to start migrating to the east, and we could say goodbye to that. The next upper air system dives down into the Great Lakes on Sunday. This is going to allow temperatures on Sunday to warm up with the southwest flow. It should keep the smoke away, I think. So highs will be tomorrow in many areas in eastern Pennsylvania to southern New England will be in the mid-80s to around 90 degrees. Then Monday, as that upper trough rotates, we'll get a cold front to move on through with showers and thunderstorms. And we're going to be left with this troughing throughout the week in the eastern part of the United States. Now, that may open the door for some more smoke to come down from Quebec and from Alberta. We'll have to just wait and see how it sets up. But the troughs want to be in the east, and that means that we really can't have a prolonged heat wave. We could have the odd day here and there like Sunday where it gets to the mid-80s to near 90, but not much beyond a day or so before another front comes through to cool things down. And here we go with the next weather front. Here it comes on Monday. Low pressure in Ohio moves up into western New York with the trailing cold front. I don't think we'll see any showers and storms on Sunday, but we will see some showers and storms on Monday into Monday night. And again, there's the risk that we could see some severe weather in some places. And then we'll dry out on Tuesday. After that, it's weak weather fronts. One on Wednesday that maybe brings some showers or a thunderstorm late in the day. And there's another one that comes down on Friday or Thursday night into early Friday to see how this times out, if it winds up being slower, with maybe a shower or thunderstorm with that. But other than that, much of this week should turn out okay once we get through Monday. And then next weekend for Father's Day, there's still weak systems running around in the northwest flow, so we'll have to see how that plays out as far as the Father's Day weekend is concerned. So enjoy your Saturday and Sunday. While we don't have a lot of smoke around, get outside and get into the fresh air or fresher air. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. on the Joe and Joe Weather Show.